呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 158 of Jujutsu Kaisen Kogane, which may be a name. It's in katakana instead of hiragana and not kanji. Normally it might mean gold or small amount of money, but we'll see here. Majide? Seriously? Gojo-san fuin sareta no? Mr. Gojo's sealing was done. So Mr. Gojo was sealed? Okay, so remember the previous chapter ended with finally getting to talk, quote unquote, with Hikari. Maji desu. Seriously, it is. Ah. I guess that's just like, huh? Ato tsuide no you de warui ga gakuchou mo shinda. Okay, and for the rest, I guess like tsuide no yo in a tsuide. Oh, like while I'm at it, kind of that sense. Like while we're at it, sorry, but the principal also died. Okay, so this is the first that Itadori has heard of this. Panda senpai? Panda? Suman damatete daga hontou da. So sorry about being quiet, but it's true. Daijoubu da Itadori. It's fine, Itadori. Shibuya de janai. It's not in Shibuya, meaning he didn't die in Shibuya, which is Itadori is very sensitized to all the deaths that happened there. See the previous chapters. Ano ato ue to golta tsuite na. After that, that's after. So after the Shibuya incident, with the uppers, golta tsuku. To be confused, I guess. Getting mixed up with the uppers, meaning the upper ranks, the people that run the Jujutsu, sorcery, headquarters, all that crap. The mysterious group that controls everything. Nara yokatta to wa nanne yo. If that's the case, as for saying I'm glad, it's not that. So even so, like I'm not happy, that doesn't make me happy, or that doesn't make me glad. Datte gakuchou wa Panda senpai no, because as for the principal, Panda senpai's ... meaning he was whatever of Panda senpai. Sore mo fukumete daijoubu da. That also includes the daijoubu. So that also includes the everything's okay. Arigato na. Thanks though. Or thanks, you know. Omae ga sou you nara, oretachi wa nan mo ienei yo. Okay, so you guys, if it's saying that way, as for us, nothing able to say. So if that's what your guys are saying, then we can't really say much here. Ne, right? Nishite mo sewa natta hitora ga koto goto. Koto gotoku, altogether entirely. Okay, so nishite mo, I guess like even so. Yeah, even if oh boy. The people that like took care altogether ... So sewa ni naru means to take care of someone. to be much obliged to someone. Yeah, okay, so I guess like this is like the people that I'm indebted to or obliged to, all of them entirely ... meaning like they're gone. こんなにへこんだのはヤクルのケツに矢がぶっ刺さった時以来だよ。Okay, so as for a thing this much depressing, hekonda means to be dented or to be depressed. So as for something that's been this depressing, Yakuru's ass, an arrow being stuck time, it's since then. I don't know who is Yakuru. Do we know who Yakuru is? He's basically saying like, I haven't been this bummed, this depressed since the time that Yakuru got stabbed in the ass with an arrow. Anyway, ii jinsei okutteru na. Like, okay, this is Panda thinking like a good life leading. Like he's living a good life, isn't he? If like that's like the thing he was the most bummed about, depressed about. Wakatta. Got it. Understood. Shimetsu Kaiyu no, oh, that's the game. Shimetsu Kaiyu no heite ni wa kyōryoku suru. So this is the Death Annihilation rotating game. Also what the English calls the culling game, but I've been calling it the Death Annihilation rotating game. Suppression. So as we're towards suppression of the Death Annihilation rotating game, we'll do cooperation. So I'll help you. Now it's interesting that he uses the word heite. So it's not like participate in it, it's suppression of the game. Kanchigai sunna yo. Mistake don't do. So don't make a mistake. Jō ni nagasareta wake ja ne. Kore wa akumade torihiki da. Towards emotion, being flown reason is not. As for this thing, in the worst case, it's business or transactions. So I guess like he's saying like, I'm not doing this for emotional reasons, it's business. I don't know what Jō ni nagareru is. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. There's the Jō ni. Anyway, yeah, to make flowing towards emotions reason not. So basically saying like, I'm not being swayed by emotions here. This thing in the worst case or in up into the worst, it's again, torihiki, business transactions. Wakateru ka? You got it? You understand that? Shimetsu Kaiyu ni kata ga tsuitara omae ra ga ore ni kyōryoku sunda zo. So katsuitara. Can suku here mean to be attached, to be acquired, to side with? Maybe that's it. Yeah. That's what he's saying with to side with, to belong to. So if belonging to the, like in the direction of the Death Annihilation rotating game, you guys to me will do cooperation. So he's basically saying like, if I'm going to participate in this, then you guys are going to help me. Jujutsu Kite no kaite ni icho kami shio tendaro. Okay, so the sorcery rules modification, kaite. Yeah, revision of the sorcery rules, icho kami. One bite? Icho kami. What does kamu here mean in this? This is to bite. Kamishio, it's that. That's what you're talking about, right? To bite, gnaw, fumble, alter with one's words. Icho. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. He's asking him something about, like, you're talking about that, right? Trying to do stepping something on the revision of the sorcery rules. The English went with, you want the Jujutsu regulations revised, right? Okay, so they just ignored all that, which is fine because I have no idea what he's saying. Jurei no sonzai ga. Oh, that's the publicly. 公になった以上、変えて自体は確実なんだろうけど。Okay, so you like wanting the rules revised, right? Cursed spirit's existence publicly becoming, and in addition to that, revision of the body itself. As for that, like, it's a certainty. It is, probably. Kakujitsu. Yeah, it's reliable. So Panda is saying, like, you want the revision of the rules, but that seems really probable or really likely given the publicly awareness of the existence of cursed spirits. 具体的には何をどうすんだ? As for basically what, how doing. So basically, what do you want? どうあれ、そこまで難しくはないと思いますよ. So Fushiguro interrupts and says, like, however that thing, up until that point, as for being difficult, not existing, I'm thinking. So basically, whatever it is, I don't think it'll be hard. Yeah, we'll just go with that. That mostly makes sense. あんてめえに何がわかんだよ、ウニ頭こら. So like, hey, by you, what understood, sea urchin head, hey now. So he's just like, what do you know? 今俺に聞いたろ. And like, just now, to me was asking, right? Like, he was asking me anyway, right? 俺、Zenin家当主です. Me, the Zenin family, head of the family. So I am the head of the Zenin family. And he's thinking, Moya Ryo Shimakuro. So whatever, it's fine, or enough already. Making, like, I'll make use of it. Shimaku. Shimakuru. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, no, it's Makuru. It's Makuro. So Makuru is this reckless abandon, right? Yeah. So Shimakuru is, the Makuru here is a verb suffix that indicates reckless abandon to the activity. So he's like, whatever, I'm just going to use the damn thing. The fact that he's head of the family. Okay. So? Oh, really? Oi. Hey. Majika? Seriously? Okay, so he's just thinking all this stuff now. 二人にゃ悪いが今日一ビビったぜ. by two people, sorry, but today, number one shocked thing. Oh, okay. I think the two people he's referring to here is Gojo being sealed and the principal being dead. Like those two people, like the news about those two people was bad. But like today, that's the number one shocking thing, I think. Either that, or he's saying like something about feeling bad for two people. But there's three people here, so I don't know. He wouldn't be talking about like Fushiguro and Panda or Itadori and Panda. So I think that's a reference to the news about Gojo and the principal, Yaga. 御三家がバックにつけば、規定の改定に口出しなんてちょちょいじゃねえか。The three families, like as if doing backup, like literally backing me up or whatever. Three families, if doing backup, rules modification towards that kuchidashi. Oh, interfering or whatever isn't. So it's like there won't be interference about modification. Chocho? Oh, a piece of cake. So yeah, interference, like it'll be a piece of cake, won't it? Question mark. 問題はその後. As for the problem, it's the remainder. It's that rest. Or later. ファイトクラブの運営にいかに全人家を関わらせないかだな。Okay. Unei management. So management of the fight club, which is the Kakeshiai, but management of the fight club, ikani. In what way, Zenin family, making not related, is it, I wonder, or is it? Okay, so he's wondering like how to make it so the Zenin family in some way doesn't take over management of the fight club. That's what he's seeing as the other problem that he has. Uniatama, sea urchin head. Fushiguro desu. It's Fushiguro. Fushiguro-kun. Nakayoko shio ne. Let's get along. Let's be good friends. Hai. Okay. Yokujitsu zenin-ke kaimetsu. Okay. Next day, Zenin family annihilation. I guess that's like a joke. I mean, no. Got it. So this is the timeline. This is the relative. That's Maki down there. So the next day, the following day, in the parallel timeline of what's going on, is apparently the day that Maki slays everyone in the Zenin family. Yosh, ato wa ono ga demuku koroni no owari furi da na. Okay, so all right. As for the rest, as for the remainder, ono, which is like each person. Yeah, each, every, respectively, blah, blah, blah. Going out to colonies, splitting it is. So remember, there's colonies everywhere where the game's going on. They're supposed to pick a colony to go to and participate in. So he's basically saying all that's left to do is to figure out who goes where, basically. Demuku. Yeah, to go and to proceed for Koroni no Wari Furi. Yeah, assignment, allotment, to split, and I guess swing, wave. Yuta wa Miyagi dakke? As for Yuta, it's Miyagi, wasn't it? Who was Yuta again? Anyway, Miyagi would be the location. Like, Yuta's got Miyagi. And Ke is like, wasn't that what was going to happen? Oh. Oh, okay. Ringon, 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 ringon.
Hello there.
So this thing appears. Nanda! What is it? Okay. Reiya ni yoru shimatsu kai yue no ruru tsuika ga okonawaremashita. Okay. Due to a player, or because of a player, a rule addition towards the Death Annihilation rotating game has been preceded, or has been added. Ruru 9. What is that? Soul Soku? Yeah, general rules 9. Soul Soku. So remember, there were 8 rules. One of the later rules was basically players could spend 100 points to add a rule, but there were stipulations on the types of rules. Apparently, someone has already racked up 100 points because this says, again, by a player, rule addition, Tsuika, addition, supplement, appending, has proceeded. So this is the new rule. And apparently, remember there was the whole thing about the judges. This apparently is their little judge or whatever that was talking about, which makes sense. When we opened up the under the cover for this book, when we saw this, I had no idea what these things were, but now we have a sense. They right, this is Itadori's thing, Kashimo, and then we had Ushiguro. Although those two look really similar. I guess it has, the nose is different. This is like, what's the difference? And then the tail is different. So great. Who? Gotta love it. Anyway, プレイヤーは他プレイヤーの情報、名前、得点、ルール追加回数、対流コロニーを参照できる。So the new additional rule, Rule 9, 参照, to be elucidated? No, show. Reference browsing is possible. So as for a player, other players' information of other players, name, points, rule, addition number of times. This is like zone of the colony. We'll come back to that. Consultation reference is possible. So as for the players, it's possible to do reference or consultation of all these things about other players. Basically, information on the other players. Tairyu is, stagnation colony? Sojourning colony. I don't think we want stagnation. We want like the colony that they're staying in. Anyway, I think that all makes sense. And Tokuten, just to make sure, Tokuten, score, points made, marks obtained. Okay. Okay. And then on the other page is this. Presumably this is the player that did it, maybe? Okay, they have apparently taken out someone. Brutal. Goal point ga tsuika saremashita. 5 points. Appendage has been done. So basically you've gotten 5 points. 5 points appended. Tarime daro. Tarime. There's a word. This is like obviously or of course. Atarimae. So they're saying atarimae, but it's just taremae. So like naturally. Daro, right? Koroshitan dakara, because did killing, because I killed him. Doitsumo koitsumo hinjaku sugiru. Basically everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. It's like poor, weak, too much. They're like too weak. Bean jaku. No, bean, not boon. Oh, heen. It's heen. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, poor, meager. They're poor, too meager everywhere. Talking about the opponents, most likely. Cutting. Chewing on their fingernail. 400年前の方が幾分マシだった? The direction of 400 years previously was several parts preferable. Ikubun. Somewhat preferable. To some degree. So suggesting that they're quite old. Anyway, again, the direction of 400 years early, somewhat preferable it was. Mashi is just kind of being preferred. Doko ni iru. Existing in what place? Sukuna. So where is Sukuna? Okay, so they're old and they know about Sukuna. Tokuten ga 200 o koemashita. Okay, this is this thing talking. Points 200 exceeded. 100 pointo o shohi shite. Doing expenditure of 100 points. Shimetsu kaiyu ni ruru o tsuka shimasu ka? And we'll do appendage of a rule to the death annihilation rotating game. So it's asking a question. Will you spend 100 points and do this? So ka ruru. Oh, I see, right? That's right. The rules. Wow. So this person's racked up 200 points. Namae to tsuyosa no kijun toshite tokuten. So name and strengths. Kijun. Oh, basis. A reference. As that points. So namae, name and strength criterion as points, meaning like points or some sort of indicator of strength. Rurutsuka suru to hechimao ka? Oh, rule appendage or adding, doing that, when do that, decreases, right? じゃあ、ルールの追加回数もだな. Okay, so this is them creating the rule that we just heard about. So they're saying like, okay, so name and again, strength as an indication of, or points as an indication of strength, and the rule addition decreases, right? Points decrease, right? Or when doing appendage of rules, it decreases, right? Meaning the points. So then rules appendage number of times also it is, meaning that'll be part of the rule. それから and from there どこのコロニーにいるか and from there which colony existing. So in which colony? Kogane. And then there's the name. Ruru tsuika. Rule appendage. Rule add. Zen player no jouhou o kaiji sasero. Okay, rule addition. All players' information make do kaiji. Kaiji in this sense is like disclosure. Yeah, like a legal disclosure. So like make a disclosure of all players' information. Shimetsu Kaiyu player. So Death Annihilation rotating game player. Kashimo Hajime. So that's their name. Kashimo Hajime. Oh, okay. Ore wa Kogane. As for me, Kogane. So that's the Kogane. So that was the title of the chapter. Got it. Player to Shimetsu Kaiyu o tsunagu madoguchi sa. The player and Death Annihilation rotating game, like connecting window. Madoguchi, though, is more like a ticket counter. We talked about this before, I think, because it's in the rules. Yeah, ticket window, a contact person. So as for me, Kogane, so I'm a Kogane, the ticket window, the contact person that connects the Death and Annihilation rotating game with the player. Okay. Oh, so this is this one explaining this to Itadori in response to Nanda. Nanka saki to kyara chigaku ne ka? Okay. Somehow, with previously the character different, isn't it? Kyara. The character is different from previously, isn't it? Saki no wa, this is this thing responding. Saki no wa, as for the previous thing, Shimetsu Kaiyu kara no announce. Oh, that was an announcement from the Death Annihilation rotating game. Okay, I see. So this, in other words, this voice was different. That was like some other voice over like a loudspeaker. And now this is it talking. And so he's saying like that was a different character, like a different voice, different person from what was said earlier. So that was why previously was an announcement. Ugh, so complicated. 今、 プレイヤーイタロリュウジ個人についてる窓口として喋ってるぜ. Okay, so it looks like the dialogue boxes for these things are going to be a bit jagged, both in the lines and then also in the borders. So as for now, to player Itadori Yuji individually, Tsuiteru as a contact person, something, am talking. Tsuite, again, tsuku means to be attached, but in this case, it's a different kanji, which looks like this kanji. Oh, to possess. That's right. We saw that in the rules too. To possess or to haunt. So like I'm the, as for now, again, like I'm talking as the contact person that is possessing or haunting the player Itadori Yuji personally or individually. いや、おかしいだろう? Well, it's weird, isn't it? なんでイタドリがもうプレイヤーとしてカウントされてんだ? Yeah, so this is strange, isn't it? Why Itadori already as a player count being done? So why is he already being counted as a player? 賢弱に術式や呪物を配られたやつ以外はコロニーに侵入して初めてプレイヤーになるはずだろう. Okay, so by Kenjaku, which is the being that's residing in Geto, by Kenjaku, techniques and cursed items or cursed objects, I guess, being controlled guys outside of that. Being delivered. Yeah, being delivered, distributed. So, like, as for outside of the people that got delivered techniques and cursed objects from Kenjaku, aside from them, into the colonies, entering, first players becoming ought to be right. Oh, it ought to be becoming a player when first doing entry of a colony, right? Okay, and we're getting a flashback here. Itadori Yuji no you ni jubutsu o torikomaseta mono. Ah, okay. In the manner of Itadori Yuji, cursed objects made to take people. Torikomu. Yeah, made to take in. So the people that made to take cursed objects, take in, absorb, whatever, in the manner of Itadori Yuji, watashi ga kubata jubutsu wa 1000年前から私がコツコツ私と契約を交わしたのは Me, as for the cursed objects that I delivered, 1,000 years ago, me, kotsu kotsu, I don't remember this part of I vaguely remember this. This is either like steadily, untiringly, laboriously, working hard. Me and contracts. As for having changed, me and contracts, as for that. Soitsu wa jissai shita ningen da yo. As for that thing, meaning all the things on the previous page. It's humans that did jisai. Jisai. I guess it's jitsuzai. Reality or existence. 1000年以上前の話だけどね。1,000 years previous or more previously, just story it is, isn't it? But that's just talking about like 1,000 years ago. Soitsu wa sonzai, not sonzai. Jitsuzai shita ningen da yo. So as for him, like a human that existed, a human that was really existed 1,000 years ago or more story it was. Okay. So that's a separate idea. Yeah, okay. As for the cursed objects that I delivered, that I dealt out, me from 1,000 years previously, painstakingly, as for exchanging. As for intersecting, as for exchanging contracts with myself. As for exchanging contracts with myself. Oh, okay. So he used the objects he delivered were ones that he had painstakingly, I guess, used to make contracts with himself. And then we get this, as for that guy, again, like a human that actually existed, but that was talking about over 1,000 years ago. Okay. Sukuna da. So Itadori realizes that he's talking about Sukuna. Sukuna. They don't know who that is. Sukuna mo kenjaku to keiyaku shite. So Sukuna also, with Kenjaku, doing a contract, Jubutsu ni natta, and became a cursed object. Jutsushi no hitori dattan janei kana? And,
Shukana Matata.
Yeah, that's right. Don't worry about it for the rest of your days. And I guess, like, one person of sorcery it was, wasn't it that, I wonder? Became a cursed object and Jutsushi no hitori, or became like one of the sorcerers. That's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. So Sukuna also was like one of the sorcerers that became a cursed object doing a contract with Kenjaku, wasn't it that? Okay. Fushiguro is either thinking or whispering, Shimetsukai yue no sanka ga keiyaku ni fukumareteru no ka? Into or towards the Death Annihilation rotating game participation. So participation in the game, in the contract, is that included, I wonder? So is participation in the game included in that contract, I wonder? Demo yappari okashi, but as we thought, it's strange, meaning the fact that he's already still entered. Sukuna no yubi wa, as for the fingers of Sukuna, omae, that's Itadori, omae no ishi de torikondaro, with, like, your will, like voluntarily, your will, you swallowed, you took in, right? Ore ga shounin da. I am the, like, witness person. Like, I am a witness, shounin. Ato ni shio. So let's do it later. Let's talk about this later in essence. Itarori. Sasoku Kogane ni player no jouhou o dasate kure. Dasasete kure. So Itarori, quickly buy the Kogane. Players' information, do the favor of making put out. So make the Kogane put out the information on players. Kogane dekiru. So Kogane. Is that possible? Ayo. Yep. So here we go. I think that's like, what is that? Rin. Is like player list. Okay. Okay, what can we see here? Okay, that's tokoten, that's points. Henko, that's like modification. So like the rules modification. And then this is the, what was that? Tairu Colony. So that's the colony region. So they're in Tokyo number 2. So we can see Tokyo number 2, Tokyo number 2. This person. All right. Presumably that person's dead. This is like either Kishimura or Yoshimura, something like that. Shingo. There's Itarori Yuji. So he has 0 points. What's that? Yamanai. Yu. And this is like Heita Goto, I think. Anyway, that's the player list. That's it, kind of like stretching out. So there we go. All ready to look at that. It's purpose built for a video game. Koitsuda. It's this guy. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, they must be scrolling through it. So he's pointing to it, and you can see it down here, but rather than try to read it backwards, there we can see, we just saw the person, Hajime, Kashimo. So that's them. There's 100 points, rule modification, Henko, 1 time, and they are also in Tokyo Dai Ni. Koitsu motomoto 200 ten mo motte itta no ka? This person originally or already 200, even 200 points having. So like this person already has 200 points. Or I guess originally from the start, even 200 points was having. どういう移動でのルール追加だ? For what reason or for what purpose or for what intent? A rule added, a rule appendage. Meaning like, why did they add a rule? I mean, they've got the points. Why not? Ido or ito. Yeah, intent, aim, design. ここ数日で少なくとも40人は殺してるやつってことだろ? So Itadori is saying, at this point, in several days, as for at least 40 people, killing person, it's that event, right? So this means this guy has killed 40 people, at least 40 people in a few days, right? Kimochi no ii ryu ja ne en ja ne ka? A mood good reason it isn't it that? Like it's probably not for a good reason, right? でもこれで私たちは人を殺さずに始末回遊を進められるかもしれない. Okay, so that is most likely Fushiguro saying that off screen. However, with this, as for us, without killing people, probably may not be able to advance in the game, in the Death Annihilation rotating game. Probably, oh, no. But with this, maybe we can advance without killing people. Maybe possible. Okay, so Itadori is Kogane. Tokoten ga 100以上のプレイヤーだけリストアップできるか？リストアップ List up, I guess. So Kogane points more than 100 players, just that list up is it possible? Up. I guess that's like up. That's like display. Listo up. 俺はイトロリュウジについてるからな。As for me, hunting, possessing Itoro Ryuji, because that, you know. Hey, it's fine, it's fine. Fushiguro no iokoto wa kiite. As for the things that Fushiguro says, listen. So listen to what he says. Is that Kenso Chu? Like, this is searching. Let's just look up searching. I wonder what the computing power on these things is. Kensaku. Kensaku-chu. Looking up, retrieval in the middle of. Tsumiki no yo na makikomareta ningen wa asette kekkai kara detagaranai kagiri juniku shita kago no jutsushi mo. Okay, so in the matter of Tsumiki, which is his sister, as for people being wrapped up, being caught up in the manner of Tsumiki, meaning like not willingly, as for people caught up like Tsumiki was, rushing results because, or being hasty, kekkai, no, that's the barrier. From the hasty barriers coming out garanai. Deta garanai? Oh, not wanting to go out. That's garu. Got it. Tegaru. So in the limit, or as long as people aren't wanting to go out from the magical barriers in haste, the juniku shita kago no, even sorcerers of past times that did juniku, like were in flesh, incarnated. Even sorcerers of the past that have done incarnation, ore ono no nanika omowaku ga atte kenjaku to keiyaku shita dake de, each one something of a omowaku. Expectation, anticipation. Having, and with Kenjaku just doing a contract, an expectation. Oh, I guess like for each person, something of an expectation existing for just doing a contract with Kenjaku. Like they had some sort of expectation on outcome. Hanarazushimo, without fail, Shimetsu Kaiyu ni taisuru motivation ga takai wake janai. Without fail, concerning the Death Annihilation rotating game, motivation, high, reason, it isn't. Okay. Okay, got it. So he's saying there's no reason that they have high motivation for participating in the, or concerning the game, but that they must have had some sort of anticipation or expectation out of doing the contract. Kashimo no you ni ten o motte amashiteru yatsu ga mada iru to shitara, in the manner of Kashimo, points excessively holding people also existing, if that's the case. So basically, if there are other people that have lots of points like Kashimo, soka, I see. So they must be these old players, in other words. Hyakuten ijo motte ite rule tsuika o suru ki ga nai yatsu, soitsu o noshite. Oh, okay. 100 points or more, holding rules edition, doing interest, not existing person. That person extending? Noshite? Nosu? Stretching, smoothing out, gaining influence. Okay. So yeah, influencing that person. A person who has no interest in adding rules, but has more than 100 points. Okay. So that's not what I thought. Tsumiki ga kayu o nukeru ruru o tsukuraseru, and make do the creation of a rule for pulling out of the game. Tsumiki. Okay. Kensaku chu still. Dettaze. It came out. So there's Hajime still. And then we have, what is this? Higuruma. Higuruma. Hiromi? I guess it's Hiromi. Hiromi. They are in Tokyo number 1. Mo Hitori. One more person. Yosh. All right. Mazu wa neku no ruru 8 o sakate ni toru. Okay, so as for the first thing, neku. Neku, rule number 8, reversal taking. Neku. Neku no rule. Like rule 8's neck, we do whatever this expression is. Sakate ni toru. Use that against it. Okay. So as for the first, it's using the neck of rule 8 against itself. Ruru 8 ite nandakke? Talking about rule 8. What is it again? Rule 8. 8. 参加またはポイント取得後19日以内にポイントの変動が見られない場合、そのプレイヤーからは術式を剥奪する。Okay. I guess like participation. How do we do this? Sanka mata. Mata just means again or still. Okay. Still in the case. So as for still participating, point point taken afterwards, like 19 days within that, and point change not visible case. So in the case of a point change not being visible within 19 days, as for from that player, will do hakudatsu of the technique. Hakudatsu was like the removal deprivation. Will do deprivation of technique from that player if their score doesn't change within 19 days. Rule 追加でプレイヤー間でのポイントの譲渡を可能にする. Okay, so with the rule appendage, player through player intervals, points, jolto, assignment, transfer, making possible. Okay. With player appendage, making possible the transfer of points, I guess, like between players. Player kande. I don't know. It's like kande. Anyway, okay. So there we go. Iten, 1 point, 1 point. There's Itadori, there's Tsumiki. Tokuten no hendo o mitomemasu. Okay. Hendo. Like modifications. Changes of points will confirm, will allow, will recognize. Yeah, will recognize the exchange of points. これで身内でポイントをも回し続ければ with this, like between oneself, points, if continue to rotate, so if continue to move around points, miuchi, which I guess is like within the group. Yeah, okay. With one's friends. Then, jutsu shiki o hakudatsu sarete shinu koto wa nakunaru. The deprivation being made of techniques and dying event, as for that, it becomes non-existent. Yeah, okay. できればルール追加もう一つ. And if possible, as for rule appendage, one more. ポイントを消費して始末回遊から離脱できる. 離脱. Separation? Okay, so doing expenditure of points from the game is withdrawal separation is possible. It's possible to withdraw from the game and do expenditure of points. Oh, okay, so you could be no longer in the game, I guess, and you can still spend points. それは例の永続に抵触するんじゃねえか? As for that thing, the other eternal continuance or continuance, teishoku, doesn't it do interference with that? Teishoku. Collision. Yeah, being in conflict. So doesn't that conflict about the continuation of the game, basically? 俺もそう思います. I also think that way, but でも キープレイヤーを始末回遊に引き込む身代わり条件を盛り込めばいけるかもしれません。Okay, so a non-player into the Death Annihilation rotating game, like pulling in, and as a substitute condition, if do whatever, it may be possible. Migawari. Yeah, as a substitute, as a sacrifice condition, morikomeba. To incorporate. So if you incorporate, again, an exchange sacrifice by pulling in someone, a non-player, into the game, it might work. It may be possible. 確かにな、その辺は小金が決めんのか? Certainly, you know, as for that whereabouts, it's the Kogane deciding, right? What else can hen mean in this case? As for that circumstance, let's go with that. Nani seyo, yaru koto wa kimatta na. Nani seyo. Like in any case, as for doing events, it's decided. So basically, we know what we have to do. We've decided what we have to do, right? Gokumonkyo no fui no tokeru tenshi o sagashinagara. While searching for the angel able to dissolve the seal of the Hellgate, the Hell Prison. Okay. Oh. Sorry. So while doing that, Kashimo Hajime to, with Kashimo Hajime, Higuruma Hiromi o. So these two people, we haven't seen this person yet. We've got like a gavel. Karu will hunt. Okay, so that's all one idea. So while we're doing this, while we're searching for Angel, who can dissolve the seal, we will hunt those two people. Dun, dun, dun. All right, that is the end. There is Kashimo. All right, another super long chapter. Maybe at some point the chapters won't be an hour long. So that is the end of 158. Next time, 159. We'll see. Maybe that's the other guy. So we'll see what that's about. Perhaps next time.